Welcome to IT Fundamentals V 1.0. We are almost 50% done with this course, so now this video is the last push-up. The last push-up is basically, I was looking for a picture that I can represent in this video, but I couldn't find one, the good ones. So I'm just gonna present this video, this image right here, and this is your last push-up towards that, finishing this whole thinking and finishing things, this confused questions kind of scenario you're in. So you should be out from that right now, and just this is just a summary last one push-up, and then after that we're going to start the technical ones. So in this video I am going to explain some of the mixed environment that a new person will start career in IT, and you could be working in IT for almost 6 months and still you will not be able to get the whole concept, which is kind of normal. So today we're going to try to see if we can clear this up a little bit more in just a summary way. Okay, I'm not going to go into details about terms and technologies. This is going to be totally just drawing some things and just normally discussing things without even knowing the formal definitions of all the things that we're discussing today. So basically, when you start in a company, a normal company environment will be something like this, which is kind of very basic. Let's say this is a company right here, and in this company is running a website, and in this website, let's say this is jobskillshare.org, and jobskillshare.org website is running on this server. So this server is running this website. Basically, you're not going to be working on this server. That is going to be your system admin doing the things on this server, and then the content management and all that, that's going to be your web developers and all of them. They're going to be doing that. The people that you're going to be working with, let's say for example, the sites, they have so many different things, content developers, web developers, or whatever. So many people are working on this site, and they have machines that they use in the office, and that machine is kind of like your job right there, working with that user and on that machine, making sure this machine is running correctly, making sure the applications inside this machine like Microsoft Office, Outlook, some of the basic softwares are running correctly on this machine. And maybe this person may have some other issues like phone or maybe mobile devices and things like that's just user related. You're going to be working right here. But what I'm trying to tell you is that a mixed environment is a little bit more complex than this now. So let's see what else is added, and I'm gonna go with like different type of technologies so then it can clear things out. So again, let's keep the same scenario with the JSS. Still the site is running. We're still using this site right here. So let's say this is still our site, but now we decided that we're not going to use a physical server. We're going to call it a virtual environment where we bought a big server, like a big hardware, and then on that we put a VMware, and then on that basically VMware is like kind of the technology, and we're going to be using that. And now we're going to use, like, let's say Linux server or Microsoft server inside this big physical thing that has a lot of resources. So now this virtual server is running this website. Okay, so see how cool this is. And now I basically call it mixed environment now, because now you still have the site, you still have everything going on, but now VMware is just added another thing to your infrastructure. So you know now what that is. But of course we're going to go with this type of courses and things in details when we make a full course on virtualization. This is just to kind of give you an idea. Still, you're not going to be working on this environment like this here, managing this. This is not going to be your job. Now, it could be maybe sometimes you will log into VMware admin side and all that kind of stuff, but that you will learn when you start working. But at your level, if you're just applying for a desktop position where you're going to be working with that user over here on their machines, laptop, mobile devices, and things like that, you don't need to know anything about virtualization at this point. Okay, so that is one thing. Now, another thing, what happened is that, let's say this company also decided we are going to add some of the, like, let's say we had some email servers over here. So this CEO decided we're not gonna use any more internal email systems. Let's go for some kind of cloud system, Office 365 we're gonna call that, and let's just buy their subscription. And now we're going to be using Office 365. Office 365 comes with so many different apps and everything like that. So now another part of your job is going to be working with Office 365 and how to manage the applications on that cloud system. So that's kind of like, where you're changing your skills, your learning skills from desktop to now you need to learn about some application that is specifically made on cloud and kind of like people log in through internet, and now you need to know how to manage it and just kind of like troubleshoot the basic things, what can go wrong. Maybe the email is not working because your browser is old, so you need to upgrade your browser. Maybe there's some issue with the rules that is defined inside this whole cloud system of Office 365. Then you need to learn about that, and we have a full course on Office 365 management administration. So it is kind of like, where you need to be thinking what your company is using and how they're doing things. Are they running every single thing from one environment physically, or are they using some type of virtualization here, just like I explained over here, or are they using some type of cloud system where their emails are on the cloud, or now even that people are taking out even this and they're taking it to the cloud, like for example Amazon, AWS. Forgive me for my writings over here, but they're taking it to AWS, they're taking it to Google, they're taking it to so many other cloud system, Azure from Microsoft. Now servers are moving over there, Active Directory are moving there. So what is still happening? You're still not working on these environments. This is going to be more of a system admin, cloud engineer, whatever. I mean, system admin can become a cloud engineer, but we'll talk about that later on. But again, don't confuse yourself. This is just to kind of give you a little touch up on how things are done in the companies, because you may be thinking a company is just running, everything is running inside that company, which is not true these days. There's so many different things now in one company. Even a smaller companies just don't have maybe nothing over here, and they just straight went to Office 365 because that company is pretty small. They don't need any cloud like servers or anything. They just need email and some other things, and maybe on the cloud, on the system, Azure system from Microsoft, they have one server running, and now basically the site is running from there. You don't even have to manage anything over here, but still you may have users working remotely from somewhere, somewhere in different cities, and you may be working with them. So again, the main idea is that you cannot confuse yourself with all this technology, and you cannot be learning these technologies at the same time. You need to go from basics, and then you need to focus on few things that you want to master or become like more of like IT pro. So either it could be a server side of it and you're doing more for troubleshooting on a server with virtualization, or you could be doing like cloud systems, but you cannot be doing every single thing at once. I know a lot of people get super excited when they see different courses and free stuff on YouTube and here and there and all that kind of stuff, but when you combine that, at the end you're a human, you kind of give up because you don't have that kind of ability to learn every single thing at once. So you gotta go slow, and that is the whole goal of this course, is that we're going really slow. We're just teaching you some of the things that can confuse you, or you're going to get stuck, and that is exactly our goal. Just to show you another real world example, here's basically a Komodo 1. Komodo 1 is basically like a cloud-based management system which is doing everything now. So you can install Komodo 1, you can add your computers to it, and it can manage batch management system, device management system, procedure, meaning procedure. I can tell a computer to do this if the hardware, if the RAM is above 80%, then go ahead and do this. If the CPU is doing this, go ahead and do this. I can do all that stuff from here, and I can even control the DNS, the firewalls and stuff, every single link that you go to that. I can control everything from one link. How cool is that? It is cool at the same time, but again, like I said, things are really changed from the way you're thinking, or somebody told you that you're just going to go to a company and it's going to be like, working on our desktops and things like that. That could be totally different. When you go to the company, they could be using one system like this, and you're the help desk for the tools that they're using inside the cloud then. So think about this. You have to be open with your mind. Don't worry about it. I tell you that when you finish these courses, you're going to be prepared like an IT pro. So when you go to when you face these applications, the one that I'm showing you right now, for example, this one is an AMP for endpoints, which is kind of like a really powerful now kind of like an antivirus type of things that we've been used to. Now people are not using like a internal server on the in the company where you have like one server, and then you have endpoints, like you go there and you put the clients on it, and then the server gets updated, and then you deploy that. That's not it anymore. Things are changed. You see, this is a cloud-based system, so I am not even updating this system. I am only putting the endpoints on the computers or the servers, and then I can take control from this cloud. And now Cisco is controlling all of this from their end. So that takes the whole, patching the server or things like that. That's gone now. But I still manage this stuff. I still need to learn so much in this to make sure that all of that I know and I can use it, and it's pretty powerful, right? Similarly, Office 365, I can just go here and just look at these applications over here. They add applications every single day. So that's why I say by keeping up to this stuff is not gonna work. You can, yes, you can keep up with slowly. Just kind of focus on what your company is doing, what your clients are doing, what you're going to be doing in the first 6 months. Just don't worry about this stuff, because I know a lot of people, they get the jobs in the beginning and then they're going too fast. And that is not what we want from these courses. We want you to become a real IT pro. So we're going to go really slow. We're going to go do things. When you finish the 4 courses or the 3 courses that we have recommended here after this course, then after that you are a real IT pro, because these things will not scare you then. All of this stuff will make no difference to you. If someone can show me a very different complex system right now, and I'll be like, okay, no problem, this is not a big deal. We'll sit down and we'll just take it slow. That's how you need to go with these courses. So let's get started with the technical courses. And now, no more of theory, no more of showing just applications here and there. Now we're gonna go really to the level 1 again, because we have discussed some really high stuff right here, high-end stuff here. But now we're gonna go into level 1 and exactly what you're going to be doing. From after this course, you're going to be using another course, which is going to be a real IT professional course, and in that you're going to be kind of following the A+, which is the new certification, but you're not actually preparing yourself a certification from these courses. 80% of the videos and the technical stuff that we're going to do is kind of automatically prepare you for it. So our focus is not certification to give you, our focus is to give you real world skills, but we want both benefits out of it. So that is the course that we're going to go really technical and do everything just kind of like basic the desktop support level stuff. And in this one, just it's a warm-up, look at it, practice it, get the labs that that when we suggested in this course, which is basically right here. You can just open that and you will go to the labs. So this is like a warm-up right now, so don't worry about it. Like I said, again and again, I know I'm boring you guys right now. Take it slow, and I'll see you guys in a different section.